Hello again. Today, me, Mateusz and Grzesiek prepared for you another movie connected with the descriptive geometry. And today we will be speaking about how to construct the line which will be perpendicular to the plane. Okay, it means that our problem is to find some line, let's say M, such as that line will be perpendicular to the arbitrary plane. I don't know, let's say it will be given by two lines AB, any lines, and also, as another condition, the point M will belong to our line under consideration. It means to line M. Okay, and we remember that if we want to find the line which is perpendicular to the plane, we need to find two lines which will be perpendicular to that line. It means the line is perpendicular to the plane if it's perpendicular to the two lines from that plane. Okay, and we remember that generally, in general case, it's quite complicated to find a line which will be perpendicular to the plane or to line, because we have the problem of angles which we should see on the planes. It means that even if the angle is, for example, let's say right angle, sometimes in many cases the angle will be different on the projection plane. And that is why we have to find some method to manage with that problem. And we remember from the lectures and from the class that there are two cases where the right angle is kept on the projection planes. The first case is a case of the horizontal line, and let's say horizontal line which is parallel to the P1, for example, any horizontal line. And we remember that if the line will be perpendicular to the horizontal line, any line, let's say, I don't know, K, the right angle will be kept on the plane view. If you are talking about the elevation view, it's look like, oh sorry, of course, K double prime. It means that the second view has any form. Okay, what about the second case? The second case is a case of the frontal plane. Frontal plane, we remember that it's any line which will be perpendicular to the parallel to the P2. It means that the plane projection, plane view will be as follows, and the horizontal, the elevation projection will be like that. And again, the right angle will be kept on non-characteristic projection. I mean, in case of the frontal line, it will be elevation view. Okay, and we have such a situation. Let's say, to emphasize the difference, let's say that it will be KL double prime, and the second view will be in the any form. Okay, L prime. Okay, and we remember from the class, from the lectures, that we should emphasize the fact that the L double prime is perpendicular to the F double prime. Second thing, in general case, we can write down that it's L, it's perpendicular to the F. If we are talking about the case of the horizontal plane, we should emphasize that fact that K prime is perpendicular to H prime, which is also visible here, and general fact that K perpendicular to H, I mean the horizontal line. And here we see short review, and now let's start with some case. Okay, I will move that thing here to make a bigger space for our consideration, and let's start with some assumptions. I will give the assumption by the black color. Oh, let's say something like that. O double prime, A double prime, B double prime, of course, and let's say the projection line will be given by red color as an auxiliary line, and O prime, and again A prime, B prime. Okay, and of course I forgot about M. I mean our second condition of our assumptions. Okay, let's say I will use the blue color to make our life easier. Oh, somewhere here. Or maybe somewhere here. It doesn't matter, of course. I believe that it will be easier to solve if the position of that point will be here. Oh, we see that I made a mistake if we're talking about the projection line. It isn't any problem. I will improve myself. Okay, nice. And look, now if we want to find the line which will be perpendicular to the alpha plane, we have to find two lines, and then we have to construct two projections of the line which will be perpendicular to the both lines of the alpha plane. First thing. Second thing, if we know kept right angle, I mean if we want to use the triangles to construct the right angle, or for example compass, we have to use horizontal and frontal line. It means that we have to recall, we have to transform our plane to the H and F description, and then we'll be able to use that an image to construct the perpendicular projection of our line M. And then the problem will be solved. It means that the first step in any case of the constructing of the perpendicular line is to construct, is to transform alpha plane to the H and F description. Okay, it will be some kind of the auxiliary construction. That is why I will use the red color, and let's start horizontal line H double prime. We remember that the characteristic projection of the H line is on the elevation plane or elevation view, of course, and two auxiliary points, and let's move that points. I mean, let's transfer the point 1 prime, and the second case somewhere here we see that there is some difference in elevation, okay, and then the auxiliary line H prime is somewhere here, okay, H prime, okay. Second thing, let's draw the frontal line. This time I will use green color to emphasize the difference. Okay, second case, as you see, I'm using the point 1 because it will be easier if we're talking about the whole construction. I mean, if I use some point from our construction, then I will be able to use the smaller number of points, okay? But of course, if you want to, you can put the frontal line, I mean the characteristic projection, on any position of your drawing. It's F prime, and of course 1 is the same, okay, it's given as an extra point, and 3 prime, and now we are able to find the corresponding projection by change a position by the lift up of the projection of the point. And here we see F double prime. Okay, and we can say that it's all, because now the problem is to find the both projection of the perpendicular line M. And we remember that the line which will be connected with the horizontal line will be perpendicular on the plan view. The line which will be connected with the frontal line will be visible of elevation view. Let's use the blue color, and we see that now we have to draw the perpendicular line here, and it will be the first projection of the M line, M prime. Oh, let's say I need more space, because we remember that as a part of the construction, I will write down that that the plane projection of the M will be perpendicular to the plane projection of the H. Okay, and the second thing, from the other hand, from the second condition, we are able to make the perpendicular line to our F double prime. Okay, and we have to again put the M double prime, and it will be perpendicular to the no, of course, F double prime. Okay, and in that way we found, let's try to focus our whiteboard on the whole of the construction, and based on such an analysis, such an approach, we are able to find the line which will be perpendicular to the alpha plane and also which contains M point. And as you see, it isn't especially complicated. I think that that movie will be useful for you, and it will help you with your preparing to the test. Thank you. Bye.